Hello, good morning, and welcome to Stories That Made Us. Stories told through the lens of honesty and truth and vulnerability, and stories that are deeply human, connect all of us, and that's where real change happens.
Everyone should be able to see the world. It is families like ours and the McLeods that fought for us back in the 40s and 50s that paved the way for our advocacy today. I've always said, don't tell me I can't.
The most powerful advocacy is just by doing and involving oneself in communities that have limited experience of disability. Being a non-disabled person's best friend, co-worker, romantic partner, or business partner is the best form of advocacy there is.
Sometimes the most powerful breakthroughs are cultural, shifts in how we see ourselves, our communities, and our future. And disability pride is one of those new frontiers.
After a lifetime of being encouraged not to talk about my disability, I really think disability pride and the support of peers is the medicine that I needed. And that's why I think events like today are so critical. They give us the space to connect, to share stories, and to raise awareness about things that need to change. Not only for the next generation, but for all of us who are already here.
And I'm really proud and happy to see that as we enter this kind of new era of disability pride, that the organisation is continuing to change and grow. I think that's really important, so that in another 80 years, the legacy is still strong and so much more multifaceted. It's about the representation and the power that people are given in everyday life. I want disabled people to be visible and to be part of every facet of life that an able-bodied person is able to experience.
I was the first broadcaster in the ABC to have a disability and to be on air. And some would actually say, "Oh, I didn't realise you were disabled," as though I should start the evening news and say, "Good evening, Andrew Buchanan with tonight's national news. By the way, I'm disabled." You know, I mean, people's attitudes are quite amazing.
Advocacy, I think, is the greatest thing that has ever happened, and it's so great that we now talk about. We need people talking about this who have got lived experience. Having advocates with lived experience of disability helping others really makes a huge difference.
Younger advocates doing what they're doing now, standing on the shoulders of, titans of the movement.
Over half of diagnosed cerebral palsy between 1970 and 2003 were mild or invisible. But when most people think of cerebral palsy and other disabilities, they immediately think of extremities. The realization that conforming to the able-bodied narrative was not sustainable, yet setting out those changes that I required in the workplace come with its own anxieties and challenges. The trudge is not always visible, but it is constant. It demands silence in exchange for acceptance.
What a pleasure and honor it was to host this conversation, this incredibly rich and vibrant conversation that stretches 80 years of support and strength and community and power, and it's been remarkable to be a part of it. So I'll be unbeatable, formidable, work harder, be smarter, be different on my terms. Unbeatable, formidable, work harder, be smarter, be different on my terms, and I'll see that I'm not who they tell me I am, if I'm who I want to be. And I know what you're gonna say. The people who love you will love you anyway. But what do you want me to do? Take off the mask and put on the other mask, because I'm not who I